What we have to learn from this unfortunate incident is that certain elements which are not, interested in the industrial peace, industrial congenial industrial climate, seem to have unnecessarily aggravated the situation. In any working organization, there are bound to be a certain amount of differences between the management and also the employees. But there is a procedure, there is a way that can be done, and there are processes like collective bargaining, etc., that could be conducted and problems could be resolved. However, in this particular situation, extreme, measures seem to have been taken, that going and, burning the factory, attacking the senior officers of the company, such as the president of the operations, and leading to his death. Thereafterwards, the union leader also seemed to have, got into trouble, and he was also, he also was killed in the whole process. Now, what does it lead to? It leads to an indication that certain elements are unnecessarily damaging the industrial peace that has been there in that particular factory for the last 28 to 30 years. Never before such a thing has happened in the history of the industrial development in this part of the country. Therefore, this is a kind of a indicator, a signal that all of us have to be quite aware of and see that such a thing does not spread out to various other areas and then cause industrial disturbance. So it is our FAPCCI's fervent fervor that this should not spread out, and therefore appropriate steps have to be taken. And the most important thing, who shall take this such appropriate steps? The first and foremost is the state government in which that factory is located. It must ensure that things are immediately resolved, an inquiry is conducted, who are the culprits that they must be brought to the book, and who are the people, how this entire organization can be re-established. That is most important, because that is the importance of the entire situation now. The government should not really dilly-dally the whole thing, it should not delay the whole process, and in fact it should be proactive and push the whole system, right from the conducting inquiry, insurance payments, the assessment of the damage, re-establishing procedures, what is the best way to do it, what are the measures that through which they can help the management as well as the employees to come together and re-establish the entire factory and see that it runs again very well, and again become a very leading exporter in the state, in the country. I think that these are the important measures that we have to really understand and take. If we delay any process of this rehabilitation, I think it is a great loss to the country, great loss to the people who have lost their job, great loss to the investors who have put in money, the bankers who have put in money, and everybody is they are going to be having a difficulty, and that's why FAPCCI emphasized the point that rehabilitation measures have to be taken quickly and see that it is re-established properly, bring to the book all those people who have caused such a problem, as well as provide succor, provide some measures of rehabilitation to the employees who have lost their jobs today. God knows how long it will take. Therefore, they must also be given some support. These are the issues that we would like to emphasize and say, first, there must be an inquiry. Quickly, they take all the measures for rehabilitation, support the company with a certain financial support, and 6,000 people who have lost job, they must be also given some rehabilitation package. And while this is happening, the measures should be taken that it gets re-established faster. Such a large number of people are on the roads, and the bankers are in difficulty, insurance, all these are the stakeholders. All these are again dependent on the government. The government depends on these stakeholders. Therefore, there is a the relationship between the two, and for that purpose the government has to come forward faster, and naturally the others also, all the stakeholders, even the employees have to now change their mindset come back and say that how do we re-establish this? That is the greater responsibility. So also the responsibility of the management.